One day, after seeing some torn-up soil on a Mount Diablo hike, I asked wildlife columnist Gary Bogue if there were wild pigs on the mountain.
Yes, oh yeah. Usually the reports from people who see them say, I didn't know there were bears on Mount Diablo, because they look down and see these big dark shapes moving in a meadow.
So they're not
just like a black bear.
Pink pig.
No, these are dark brown, long-haired, coarse hairs.
And do they make a sound?
Grunting, just like a pig.
Can you do a pig call?
That
That's
kind of
very
sound.
good.
Yeah.
And here's a real pig answering back.
How do they react to people?
They usually run off. They didn't used to, but now since they've been hunting them and trying to get rid of them up there, they usually zip.
The size of the population is unknown. The park keeps trying to reduce its numbers, removing on average more than 200 pigs each year. But despite these efforts, it's not hard to find fresh evidence of pigs at work each time you visit.
And these are large animals that weigh 50 to 300 pounds, depending on whether they're yearlings, females, or the big boars. This dates back to the mid-30s, where they brought some European boars in and around the Monterey Big Sur area for hunters. There's also some pig farms down there, and the domestic pigs would occasionally get loose, and they bred with the European boars and created a fairly extensive feral pig population. The Black Hawk developers and the people who live there know them well. In the fall, when the grass all dries out, the pigs sit up on Mount Diablo and look down at those lush green lawns. People will come out to get their newspapers in the morning, and it will look like a bulldozer visited their lawn at night. Well, they do even worse damage on the mountain. They ruin oak habitat, going after the acorns. They've had hunters come in. But you know, a sow can have 10 to 12 piglets 2 or 3 times a year. I don't know how they're ever going to stop it. When I was curator at the museum, the game warden would periodically bring us in some piglets. Some hunter would shoot the parents and then feel guilty and call the warden and bring them in. And wardens always thought it was great sport to dump them on my living room floor. And then I'd spend the evening sitting on a table trying to figure out what to do, because they're very aggressive even when they're little tiny things. Oh, characters.
That's the end of our introductory stories about nature. The next segments are all about the mountain's human history, starting with the native peoples who thrived in the area 250 years ago.